Okay, we should be live now, hopefully. As opposed to dead. No, we're not playing a necromancer, we're not dead. But yeah, we are going to be going through and getting the rest of our stuff. So yeah, I just have to stream early today because reasons. We might actually switch over to just regularly streaming earlier, but we'll see how that kind of goes. And hi, Hugo, how's it going? Hopefully you are doing well. And we are just going to go ahead and jump into Flay or Jungle first. Hopefully we don't have as weird of a jungle layout. And I think I forgot to put, what button is it? There it is. Select. I want to see which direction Great Marsh is from here. I think it's going to be, and yes, we are actually going to be using keyboard to check. Because we don't want to be heading back, which is pretty easy to figure out, but eh. Yeah, we'll just go on. We'll just do with what we're going to normally do. We'll just slap things with a scimitar and kick them in the face. Also, drop out traps, because traps are semi-useful. So hopefully today will be a fairly relaxed day as we finish off Act 3. The goal is finishing off Act 3 and possibly, maybe, doing Act 4 as well, depending on how much time we have. But until then, we should be fine with what we got. So I'm going to drink potions and pick up new ones, because, yeah, we kind of want to be getting the better potions anyway. And we'll be getting more of those in here, and we'll be getting even more whenever we get into Act 4 as well, because that's whenever we start seeing the greater potions kind of popping up as a normal thing. And I did switch rings over to the one that we got for the quest, which was mostly going to be used for... Hey, let's go ahead and kick your butt, Flayer Shaman. There you go. But yeah, we mostly got it for... If I can actually get that to go off of there. There we go. The lightning resist is a lot better on this one, and it does give us a little bit of mana per kill, which can help curb the cost of kicking so much, but it's still not going to make up for it entirely. We would need a bit more mana per kill for that, unfortunately. So we're not going to see that for a while, at least. In fact, we'll probably end up getting some mana leech from something else just to kind of make up for it later on. And that is chance cards. Okay, that is a very good start to the day. We haven't found one of those online yet, so I'm happy about that. I do like that our mercenary is capable of shutting down pretty much anything that we don't like. Because he is the ice mercenary, and I cannot wait until they get buffs. But let's go ahead and do that. Da-da-da-da. It's like one of the worst chance cards you can find, but it's chance cards. So, hey, it's not the worst thing ever. 25% chance cards. Woo, yeah. I mean, I think we have that on some rare gloves as well. It might be less than 25%, but we have some rare gloves with Magic Find. I think it's like 15%. But let's go ahead and drop out some traps, because, yeah, these guys are going to be extra irritating if we don't. Hey, big boy. There you go. Oh, and Mercenary already leveled up. Sweet. Thanks for catching up to me, Mercenary. And hey, how's it going? I would pronounce your name, but I will horribly mispronounce Gulalu. It's probably completely different from that. I'm terrible at stuff like that. So let's grab a mana potion and get moving on. Hi, Nightbot. How you doing? That I know for a fact that I didn't set you up to trigger that readily. That's a bit funky. But yeah, I'm hoping we actually do okay here. It's going to be a bit of a rough endeavor, and this looks like we might actually be going towards, yeah, Lower Caress, because we're getting the gold. We've got the hook around. Yeah, it's going to be, as soon as we get up there, it'd be Lower Caress. So we're going to go ahead and Burst of Speed, of course. I keep forgetting to do that. And also, I keep forgetting I have this. I got a friend. And no, I'm not going to sing that song. I don't feel like being in Pixar mode. Or was that Disney? I think that might actually be Disney that made Toy Story. Yeah, Disney-Pixar kind of collaboration, if I remember correctly. But let's go ahead and just keep going forward. I'm not super well-versed on Disney, and that will offend a few people that I know. I know Disney. Some of my favorite early movies were Disney. I love Robin Hood, for example. But, yeah. Disney was not my forte. I got into anime probably in my early teens, and that's where most of my focus on that kind of stuff went. And no, our shadow didn't die. She just made noises. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, the goal today is to get through Act 3. and as much of Act 4, if not all of Act 4, as possible. For those of you watching this on the Let's Play Everything channel, no, we're not finishing it all in one episode. Those episodes I tend to try to keep between 20 and 30 minutes. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, simply because it's meant to be easily digestible over there. I think Disney bought Pixar after Toy Story was made, maybe, possibly. I'm finishing off my soda first, and then we have the entire water bottle to go, so I'm not going to run out of drink just yet. I was tempted to actually make the title of the stream streaming until I run out of water or the doorbell rings. So, yay. Your father would make you watch Ghibli, Studio Ghibli instead of Disney. I actually really like Studio Ghibli, so I cannot blame them. I am a huge fan of, especially the older stuff. I know Spirited Away is kind of like where they got most of their popularity in the West, but honestly, I still think some of their best things are like Howl's Moving Castle, Nausicaa, those kind of things. Only one that I don't recommend to people new to Studio Ghibli is the war one. It wasn't World War II, was it? It's Grave of Fireflies, if you're wondering what I'm thinking of. Which is... it's a bit of a hard watch, honestly. If you're not into that kind of movie, it can be kind of boring. If you are into that kind of movie, it can be depressing. It's like, oh, which negative emotion do I want to get from this? But it's actually really well done. Even if it doesn't always follow a bunch of other things. Castle in the Sky is really good as well. I love the robots in that one. But despite getting into anime as a teen, I still didn't end up getting too big into like a breadth of anime. Like I didn't get into things like I did watch a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, but I didn't get into like One Piece or Naruto or any of those. I ended up watching more fringe stuff like Lotus War and Akira. Well, Akira's not fringe, but it's more of a cult classic. And I ended up going that route. Basically the anime you would have found on Sci-Fi Channel in the middle of the night on the US. They almost touched the subject of war. Let's see. I need mana potions, of course, because we are, of course, running out of mana. We are going to have to do a lot of repairing on our sword, because I have a feeling it's already, down to 10 out of 32. We tend to burn through our durability quite quick, because we are not a slow attacker. Go away, fools. And we will probably need to repair before even going down into the Flayer dungeon. Of course, I didn't repair before this. I have no idea what that teleport was about. 3, 4, 5. And that's good enough. One thing I hope that they do in the patch, and I know this is going to be like pretty much an impossible thing for them to do, would be to make it so traps trigger the mana per kill effect. I don't care about the rest of the stuff. I care about mana per kill from traps. That would actually be a massive game changer in 2.4. But I doubt it's ever going to happen. So let's see. And I guarantee you a lot of people will disagree with me on that one. I just think it would be a good idea. We are not actually taking too much damage here, so I'm content with just beating the crap out of everything. So let's see. Now, if we ever end up getting rid of Angelic Sword, we are going to be getting rid of Angelic Ring for more resist as well, which will probably happen as soon as we get to kind of like Act 2 Nightmare or so, because that'll be about whenever we're the right level for that. I might do some level grinding on this character, because it is going to be a little bit of a tough nugget as well. So let's kill all the Flayers. And yes, the Flayers are not great experience in and of themselves, but yeah, they are definitely worth killing for me, because I do want to get the experience from just killing a lot of little annoying things. So where is our bloody exit to here to get the Flayer jungle stuff? Because we still need our heart, our brain, and our flail. And I am going to do it the proper way. So that's just going to be one of those things that we go through. And let's go ahead and drop out some traps here, just to clear this swarm out a little bit. Now, as far as whenever we fight Mephisto, chances are that's going to be a little bit of a tough battle for us. because we're going to have to be right up there with him. We don't have range to actually cheese him like we do with other characters, so... Let's see. Murder, death, destruction, and shamans. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. New player questions, maybe veteran questions. Now, for some more of the more complicated questions, of course, I have to go look stuff up because I am not perfect memory. I do not have eidetic memory. I just have a weird kind of... I'm going to get stuff repaired real quick. But my brain just kind of remembers how things work, but not exact numbers usually. Unless it's something really esoteric. So, hi, Herotli. Trade repair, and I think it's, yeah, hold that to repair all for 1100. That's fine. And yeah, we will dump off our runes into the other thing. I'm trying to think which ones don't touch on war. I mean, I know that, I mean, even Spirited Away actually touches on war at one point. Because isn't, oh, what's his name? The one that turns into the dragon. Isn't he from, like, World War II, if I remember correctly? Hi, Boyman. How's it going? I'm just going to drink that. Actually, throw it on the ground. Sure, that's fine, too. Don't need it. We do have this, which is, if I remember correctly, a resist charm. Yeah, lightning resist 27%. So we can get rid of... I think we're fine on fire resist. Yeah, we're fine on fire resist. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I'm going to go with... You know what? More vitality. I mean, it works for me. And we're going to get skill tree. I'm going to keep pumping this. I'm really looking forward to the martial arts change that is going to make it only cost 1 charge, which is going to be a little bit nice. Yeah, we have that on there. I'll rearrange my skills probably off screen, but we're going to keep dumping into Fists of Fire. I think that's pretty much all we really need. Because we have points in everything else we need. So yeah, we just go Fists of Fire to boost up our meteor from this. Which is going to be fine. We're not going to be able to charge up the actual fists, but like I said, it's fine. So off we go into the nonsense woods of hell. And kick things in the face. That's our entire goal in life, kick it in the face. And yeah, getting used to... Because most of my off-screen recording is done with a mouse and keyboard too. So I really don't get a lot of practice with the controller. So getting used to actually pressing the directional buttons to heal takes some getting used to. So grab all your gold. And there's another shaman. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to focus in on the shamans for the most part with our kicks. Because, well, they're going to be irritating. Yes, they can actually revive fallen. I mean, not fallen. Flayers. But they generally favor aggressive moves. So let's grab that. And we are going through, as far as what this build is, we're actually going through and murdering things with a martial arts assassin using strictly just the controller until it drives me completely mad. Once it drives me completely mad, I will switch over to keyboard and mouse, maybe even switch builds, but I'm going to try to get all the way through hell without going completely insane. So... Gotta kill them all. Pokemon Pikachu. Man, that would totally change the spirit of that show, by the way. Gotta kill them all. And if you guys are wondering, it's a hidden message. I'm currently in the middle of fighting, otherwise I would approve it. So grab the Grand Scepter, because that might actually be money, money, money for resurrecting Murky, Murky, Murky. Come on, Bonji. Okay, so now that we are done fighting them, I'm going to Alt-Tab and approve that. Yeah, YouTube does not like a certain word in that. The kill word. It doesn't like that one. It's a bad word. It means murder. Oh, I forgot to save that. Okay. One moment. You may see a little bit of stuttering for just a second because I was just alt-tabbing and I realized I forgot to save the audio for an episode that I'm releasing later this week. Oopsie. There we go. It's saved now. That could have been bad. Actually, it wouldn't have been that bad. It would have been about 20 minutes of re-recording everything again. So, kill you. We don't need to pop the Gidbin, although we could if we wanted to fight a boss or something like that to get some extra XP. Not really something I want to do right now. And yes, if we were going to be, efficient right now, we'd actually be a Fire Trap Assassin. I am aware. that it is a good idea. That doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. So let's put up a portal there just to be safe. So, anyways, whenever 2.4 comes out, we might be doing a lot of build experimentations. Just as a heads up for those of you like really curious about it. Because, oh god, we got explodey boys. But the build experiments will be to do with the changes to skills and stuff like that. I don't know if they're going to, they're probably not going to, but I don't know if they're going to allow people to do the rune words offline. Personally, I think they should be single player and ladder. That way people can theory craft in single player and actually have access to the tools to do so. Whereas if they only make it ladder, you're pretty much stuck with just ladder the entire thing. Do I have any merchandise? I have a really old poster design. I keep intending to actually make some just art posters in general, but I really just haven't had the energy or the time to actually sit down and do some art. Maybe later tonight, whenever we get to our normal stream time, our previous stream time, I might have some time to actually do a art stream over on Twitch. But no, we have poster and we have some stickers currently on the Spreadshirt store. Not Spreadshirt, Teespring. I tried Spreadshirt for a while. I was unfortunately fairly unimpressed with their quality. And I know I shouldn't say that about them because I might actually have to use them for certain objects. But for the most part, can I drop that please? Thank you. For the most part, the cup sample that I got from them, which was of my old Scully logo, started peeling within the first 3 months. So you just had black flecks from the like wrap of it just floating around, and it was atrocious. So I'm on the fence about them. I also had a shirt from them that I did a sample of that the underarm for it started coming apart within, again, 3 months. I'm hoping Teespring is a little bit better, but I haven't had a chance to get samples of anything other than their water bottles, which I'll need to make a custom design for. I just got a demo design on it of the Blue Bop sticker. But so far it's held up for about 5 or 6 months. I forget when I exactly ordered it. I can go back and double check. But so far it's held up a lot better than the other ones. I don't know if it would hold up with a black background, but honestly, I probably wouldn't want a black background on that anyway. So we are on the 3rd floor, which means we're getting pretty close to where we're going. But yes, I do have some merch there as sort of placeholders, but I also, and whenever I start getting the proper posters up, I will be taking that down. So if you actually want to get that, I would recommend getting it relatively soon, but I'm not heartbroken if people don't. It's very basic. So yeah. But yeah, I'll be taking that one down as soon as I start making some proper posters. Let's see where, I forget which path. I think it's in the top left of this one, which means we're gonna do the long walk. But yeah, I've been considering getting more merch out there. I might even actually, if I were to get a bit bigger where I could actually afford it, I would be possibly even commissioning people to do it in different styles and putting their own signatures on it to promote their socials, because I'm a very big supporter of promoting other artists. So that would be a way that would good. So they'd get paid for the artwork and for the license for me to sell it, and the, let's drop some traps in there, and they'd also get to have their name on the poster itself. But I would still get like the money from the poster because of course I bought the stuff. But that's just like long-term, if I ever get big enough kind of plan, as opposed to just, hey, we got a hand axe. Sweet. But the rate things are going, I highly doubt we're going to get big enough for that anytime soon. So let's go ahead and go back to town. Boop.